Good morning, my name is Sam Judson. I'm the Interpretive Ranger here at Greenfield State Park. Today we're going to be looking at one of the unique trails of the park, the Hogback Loop. So the Hogback Trail, it's just over a mile long. It takes most people between 45 minutes and an hour to do the whole loop. There's a number of benches around the way for you to take a break at, drink some water, have a nice lunch with your family. It's also pet friendly, so if you want to bring your dog down here to take a walk around the pond, that's also allowed. Hogback Pond is a form of a kettle pond that we have here in New Hampshire. And all the kettle ponds are, they're a form of glacial feature. What would happen would be large chunks of ice would break off of the front edge of the glacier and then become buried in sands and rocks. And this would actually insulate the large chunk of ice from melting for perhaps hundreds of years. And eventually when it did melt, it would leave a depression in the sand and sediment that had been left behind. These holes slowly became filled in with water over the years and left us with our kettle ponds that we see today. And because of their isolated nature and how they were formed, they form very unique ecosystems and natural communities that aren't seen many other places in the world. One of the most common plants you'll see along the trail is our blueberry bushes, which Greenfield State Park has been famous for many, many years. There's a lot of frogs and other amphibians right around the edge of the pond. The number of birds here is pretty astounding. The only time I've seen a ruffed grouse has been here in this area. So hopefully you'll be able to see some of our shire wildlife as long as you're nice and quiet as you go around the loop. Alright, so about 3/4 of the way around the trail, we've got this lovely section of black spruce swamp here that's growing in. And it's all formed on a layer of actually floating moss called sphagnum moss, which is able to absorb a lot of water. And it builds these communities on top of it. So it'll form a flat layer that slowly decomposes down into the bottom. And then other plants, they'll grow on this mat that's forming. And over time, this mat will get thicker and thicker till it fills up the whole pond underneath it. And then as that becomes solid, black spruce trees and other acidic-loving plants will be able to grow on this solid mat that's forming here. That's my quick little walkthrough of Hogback Pond. If you want to learn a little bit more about the pond, I'll have an interpretive guide both at the main office, and there will also be a downloadable version at nhstateparks.org.